Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bernadette from Burn Stitches. Happy Tuesday everyone. It's been a few weeks since my last video. I am going to try my best to be a bit more consistent this year when it comes to uploading my Flosstube, so we'll see how it goes. Since my last video, I have two finishes and a mini finish, so I'm really excited to show that. I have worked on a lot of whips in the last 3 weeks since I've last talked to you, and I have some really fun floss haul. So let's go ahead and get started. So my finishes. So first of all, let me show you one of my finishes. I don't have it with me because I've already mailed it. So my finish, and this basically ends this project, but we have we were doing a round robin for the pinup girls for Soda Stitch. So it was me, Maggie Kitschy Whips, Jordan the Tattooed Stitcher, Amber Rogue Mama Stitcher, Jamie Teeny Weeny Stitches, and Mary the Daydream Stitcher. So we were all working on the round robin, and we have at least some of us have finally finished the last girl. And so I have finished the last girl on Jamie's fabric, and I went ahead and mailed that out yesterday. So I don't have the piece to show, but this is the picture that I took before I sent it in. So this is the last pinup girl, and yeah, this is really exciting. It's finally done. I can't believe it. We were basically working on this project for 7 months. So yeah, it's been quite an adventure. It's been really fun working on the different fabrics. So each of us had our own fabric, and we basically passed it on to everybody, and then we had our names at the bottom so you can see which ones we stitched. So yeah, it was really fun. I can't believe it's over, but now we have a complete project. Mine is currently at Jordan's. I will be receiving that in April when I see her at Stitch West. So once I receive that, I'm going to FFO it. I'm thinking of probably doing like a flat fold, and so I'll just have it up in my mantle so I can look at it all the time. So yeah, that was really exciting, but that was one of my finishes. I'm completely done with this project. The next project that I finished, this was a very fast project. I featured it on my last video, but this is Love Always by Annie Beez Folk Art. This one was so fun. So this is my Valentine's Day project. So I know I did like the tiny town over here, and then I also purchased this, and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to finish it in time for Valentine's Day, but I did. This actually only took 4 stitching days for me, so it's not too bad. I did breeze through it, I'm not gonna lie. My needle was on fire. I really just wanted to finish it just in time, but I thought it was really pretty. I love the borders and the strawberry. I had a lot of fun times with this house. I mostly stitched using the called for flosses, with the exception of the pink house over here. I wanted it to be a richer color, and for some reason when I was working on this project, the called for floss was coming out a lot more muted, and I wanted it to be brighter. So this is a Victoria Motto floss. The color is 1820 Coral. So yeah, I subbed it, but the rest of these are called for flosses. I believe the fabric is 36 count old sheep from Extrude Designs. I pretty much used up my entire flat quarter with different projects. This is basically the same fabric as Tiny Town and My Heart's Welcome. So I was able to really make use of that fat quarter. But yeah, here it is again. It is so pretty. I also really love this cat right here. So awesome. The only thing I wish, and this isn't just like Annie Beez, I've noticed this from like other patterns. I do wish they give you, not all of them do, but I do wish that they give you like the option to change the numbers. So I had to figure out how to do that number 4. So it doesn't look as, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I do wish that it came with the chart so I knew, like I didn't have to figure that out myself. But other than that, I had a really good time with this. Like I said, it only took about 3 to 4 stitching days. It just breezed up super fast. So if you are ever in the market next year for a Valentine's Day chart, I highly recommend this one. Again, this is called Love Always by Annie Beez. So that is my other finish. I am in a roll with my finishes and I'm really happy about that. I know I started with a lot of whips from 2023, but I'm really excited that I'm able to do a lot of whips. Granted, the last 2 whips that I did are both new starts and finishes, but that means I'm not adding on to my whip pile. I also really like these smaller projects at the moment just because I have a lot of big ones, and so sometimes working on a smaller project and seeing it finish really quick is just really like, there's a lot of instant gratification compared to working on like a BAP that will take a very long time. Which brings me to my next finish. So this one, I'm gonna count this as a finish. Maybe you count it as like a mini. I don't really, like, whatever you think. I'm counting this as a finish because it is its own individual chart. But I finally finished Peppermint House, and this is from Pansy Patch Quilts Stitchery. So this is part of the Peppermint Lane series that she released. I really love it. It is so pretty. I'm not gonna lie though, this did took a lot longer than I expected. This is a little, I don't even know if it's even 100 by 100. Like, it might just be like around there, but it did took me a lot longer than expected. The house took a long time for some reason, but after that I breezed through the rest of these. I am still trying to figure out if I want to do this in like a complete village set. So Pansy Patch did release the borders if you want to do that, and so that's why I have these 3 here at the corner. I didn't go ahead and finish the rest because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or if I want to make it into individual pillows. So that's still up in the air. I keep going back and forth. I think like when I was working on the house, I was getting very tired. So I was like, oh, I think I'm just gonna do a pillow and then call it a day. But then I was browsing through the rest of the charts to figure out like, okay, what is next in this series? And then I just got like the second wind of wanting to stitch the rest of these. So still up in the air, but this is stitched on 40 count Swiss Chocolate Mocha by Grace Notes Fabric. This is on a large fat half project. So I do have enough, and probably like I can probably cut this to size later. So still debating, but yeah, this was really fun after I got over my hump. So we shall see. I'm kind of a little bit over the winter stitching at the moment, but we'll see. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna work on the rest of these for the rest of the year, so I might still pick up the rest. But yeah, it's so cute. Look at that. These are being stitched on the called for, which are mainly Weeks Dye Works. I think it's just mostly weeks dye works. Yeah, they're all weeks dye work. So just to show you the rest of the series, so there's 9 in this series. It's very fun. I picked all of these up at Stitchery Express last year when I went to Stitch West. I was so excited that they had everything. One of the houses I got the last one, so I was just super excited that I managed to snag all of them. But so you just saw that this is the Peppermint House. So the next one in the series is called Gingerbread. Trying not to give the blur, but yeah, this is Gingerbread. It's really cute. It has like a deer in it. Next one is Sugar Cookie House. Then you got Tea House. Cranberry House. Pinwheel. Pomegranate. The Needleworker House, which is pretty cute. And then the last one is Christmas House. So yeah, we shall see what I end up doing. I am gonna just use the entire set. Like, I'm gonna stitch them all in the same fabric. I just don't know if I'm doing like a village or just cut it to size so I can have them as pillows. These are the called for flosses of all like weeks dye work. So really pretty. These are on my floss drops from, I believe this is Team Egner. Yeah, pretty. Y'all, so excited. So yeah, I felt like I was on a roll in February. We shall see how long this finishing thing will last. I do have a few plans in the next month. I do like having finishes every single month, and so I've been staggering all of my stuff so I can guarantee like a finish, but we'll see. I did the same thing similar last year, and then I hit a snug, so it's just a lot. Okay, so those were my finishes. So now let's go through my whip. So finished Love Always. Okay, so Bella Filipina Friday. So for the last 2 Fridays, I again worked on my Bella Filipina, and this is Poison Apple. This is stitched on a 32 count opalescent fabric from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. So Hand Dyed by Rolanda, most of her fabrics don't have names, so but I can give you what the number is if you really want to know. But yeah, this is my progress so far on Poison Apple. She stitches up super fast. I have just been working on this piece every single Friday, and I feel like every time I work on it, I actually get a lot of things done, probably because a lot of these are block stitching. But yeah, she is gorgeous. I'm about halfway. I'm a little over like 40-45% done, and so I didn't work on it this Friday because I wanted to finish Peppermint House, but I'm gonna continue working on this every Friday. I might actually put this up for a whole week as like a focus and see how far I get. So because I have everything, I got this kitted up from Brandy from Beez Stitch Me, so I have all of the materials, so I can definitely just breeze through it. I would love to bring this to Stitch West for the brag table, but we'll see. I have a lot of things I wanted to stitch on, so at the very least I'm going to try to work on this on Fridays for Bella Filipina Friday. which is a hashtag hosted by James the PH Stitcher. He's from the Philippines, and Grace of Gracefully Slow Stitcher, who is on Instagram. So yeah, this is just so pretty. And I don't know if I said this on my last video, but Drin also came out with the third installment for this series, which is Jasmine, and it's called the Magic Lamp, and it is so pretty. I'm excited to pick that up too. I already got the Mad Hatter, so I'm gonna collect the series and eventually do all of them. But yeah, really pretty. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. So this is what the finished product will look like. Just gorgeous. I can't wait to get into the skirt. The purple would look so good. So that I'm almost there. So I'm really excited. So that's what I worked on Fridays. Okay, so Saturday, which is Sew to Stitch Saturday, I mainly try to work on these Saturdays. And so for February, what I ended up working on a little bit is Elf Tree. So this is what it looks like at the moment. This is again on a hand dyed by Rolanda fabric. I believe this is 32 count as well. It's really pretty. I'm stitching this with Jordan, the tattooed stitcher, and we've had a few people come and join us. So we have Jill from See Jill Stitch and a few others that have joined us. This is really pretty. And so I tried to work on it. I did get some progress in February, so I'm really excited. It is a gigantic project, so it's not going to be done anytime soon. But let me see if I can find you the cover so you can see what the finished project looks like. Let me just pull it up. I have so many Sew to Stitch patterns, it's like sometimes so hard. Okay, so this is what the finished project would look like. And so I basically am in this area. Sorry, I'm trying not to put the glare, but right here. So yeah, it's really fun. It's just so bright and cheery. And so I'm gonna be finishing up the girl next time I pick this back up. I am gonna be switching my Sew to Stitch project for March, because I have quite a bit of Sew to Stitch projects that are currently whips, and I don't want to start any more new ones until I've finished like at least like almost all of it. Actually, I do have quite a lot, so I went crazy in 2023, so I need to finish them before I work on anything else. But look how pretty. I did have a miscount, and I had to like basically take this girl off for a bit and then restitch her. So I would have made a lot more progress if I didn't have to do that, but that's okay. Yeah, this is a very fun stitch. If you'd like to join us, go ahead and do so. This again is the elf tree design from Sew to Stitch. So every Saturday at the very least I work on this soda. Okay, and then so that happened, and then on Mondays I was doing Mira Monday. And so the last video I said that I ended up UFOing Delphine until later because my stitches weren't laying nicely on the fabric that I picked out. It's the perfect fabric. I think the count needs to be different. So I'm gonna be repurchasing that fabric at a different count later when I'm ready to stitch her. But at the moment, I then decided it is the perfect time to go ahead and restart Garden Party. As you might know, this is gonna be my third time restitching her because the first 2 times have been a failed on the other fabrics that I picked, but I think I got it. I'm so excited. This is my progress for Garden Party, and oh my god, look at this fabric. It is amazing. This is Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This is a fabric of the month club called April Showers Bring Mayflower, something like that. I'm gonna grab the thing in a second. I realized I'm missing one of my needle minders, the top that goes here, but I figured it's somewhere here in the office. But this is my new progress, and I'm very happy with this new fabric that I chose. This is 32 count. I think the colors look vibrant. It looks gorgeous. I did a floss toss on this. I'm so happy. My stitches are laying really nice, especially the white portion. You should have seen this on my second fabric. I could not understand why it looks so bad, but I finally got a better fabric. So, you know, it works out for the best. I am stitching this with Sarah, Memphis Sarah E. We started this for her birthday, I believe 2 years ago. Is it 2 years ago? Last year. Yeah, I think it's just last year. But yeah, this is Garden Party. Really excited. So, when I restarted her, I also changed out the project bag. So I ended up changing this out to this Tula Pink fabric bag from Sheba Designs. You can tell what I was snacking on when I was working on this project. I'm gonna take that out because it's gonna go away for a bit, but it's my leftover chocolate from Europe. So Garden Party, this is what Garden Party looks like. So my very first fabric, I just did the called for, and I hated it because I don't like witch-oak fabrics. I think it's so stiff. And then the second one was like a dark opal, like black linen, and it just wasn't laying nicely. So for this project, I actually went ahead and kitted everything up because I don't know when I'm gonna finish this project, and I wanted the colors to be consistent. So I do have a DMC master set that I usually just use to stitch a majority of my projects, but when a project is gonna take me a very long time, I do try to kit it up. And so here are all the colors. It's quite a lot. Most of these are actually on the AMO threads, which is a alternative for DMC that I picked up on AliExpress last year. So I put them in floss rings. I also am trying out for the very first time this Atom Hearts floss drops. This was their the floss drops that had like an issue. I wanted to try it, so I didn't want to buy the normal ones that are very cute, so I bought the black ones because she said like it wasn't like, this was like the less than perfect floss drops, which personally I don't see what was wrong with it. I thought it was great, and it came with a lot for the price. So I picked up, it came with a pack of 50, so it was perfect because there's like quite a lot. Okay, so I wanted to confirm what the name of that fabric is. Okay, so it's called April Showers Bring Mayflowers. 32 count from Fiberlicious. This was one of those fabric of the month clubs from last few years. I found my Kohana scissors. I was looking for these. Pretty. Okay, so yeah, I'm very excited. So that I worked on that garden party for a bit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna switch out my project for March. I might switch it out for a bit, so I'll talk about it in my plans, but I think I'm gonna switch it out for March for a bit, and then I'll pull this back up. Okay, so then other projects that I worked on. So on the 13th of every single month, I have been trying to work on this Halloween project that I started at Stitch West last October. I started this with Jordan. This is called Sail at the Bubbling Cauldron by Praiseworthy Stitches. This is so cute. This is on 32 count fabric from Nicholas Flamel. This was part of the Harry Potter potions collection. So this is the purple one. So really pretty. I stitch on this every 13th. So when it's like whatever 13th of the month is, I pull this out. I also normally pull it out at the last day of the month, like on the 31st, because it's 13 backwards, but it's February, there's no 31st. So yeah, this is also such a fun stitch. It stitches up so fast. Like I have only been working on this like once or twice a month, and I make really good progress. Let me show you. Let me show you what this looks like. So this is what the finished product will look like. It's really cute. So I ended up finishing half of that orange, half of the orange piece right here. So there's like a few more, but wow, that is 1/1 stitching. So it's not too bad on 32 count, but you're gonna see on my other project where I did 1/1 and it was crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna then highlight this later so that it will say the bubbling cauldron, but it's so fun. My goal is to finish this by Halloween, so we shall see. It's not as big as my other Praiseworthy projects, so I think I can make good progress on this, especially if I continue to work on it every once a month. So we'll see. Pretty. Okay. And then with that, so I work on that on the 13th. Now I have a Sal. It's another Praiseworthy design project, and this one is called Going to Grandma's, and this is my progress. So Going to Grandma's is a Sal that I'm doing with my table for table mates from the Mira Queen City retreat that I went to last October. So I am stitching this with Jordan, Sarah, Amber, and Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studios, and Lisa Cross by Floss. So we are all working on this project called Going to Grandma's, and this is my progress so far. Let me show you the pattern so you can see the finish. So this is what the pattern looks like. It is so cute. Going to Grandma's. I'm stitching this with all of my called for fabrics. Not fabrics, called for flosses. So I have them in here in this really cute floss drops from Sweet Autumn Stitch on Etsy. But this is a combination of Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts. So pretty. So Going to Grandma's, this one is a restart, as I'm sure you've heard me talk about. But so my new restart is on 36 count True Blue by Fox and Rabbit, and this gives me a headache. if I don't stitch on it during the daytime or if I don't have good lighting, because it's quite dark. I don't want to do another restart though, because I actually really love the color. So I'm just not going as fast as I'd like to, but it's worth it. It's so cute. And I had a really good time. So Sarah, who is really good at organizing like Zoom calls and stuff, organized one. So the last round, it was me, Sarah, and Jordan, and we just chatted for almost like 2 hours. I I only got this red piece done, and that was all that I did because we were just chatting so much. But that was so fun. Denise also made an appearance, and we got to see her new granddaughter. She was so cute. So that was really fun. So yeah, this is going to grandma's. Check out the other ladies. They do have, you know, we've all started in different positions, and so you'll be able to see little bits of progress everywhere. I am trying to stitch this from I'm trying to stitch these on days that ends with a number 4. So because it's, you know, table 4 is going to grandma. So far it's been working. I'm at least getting it once a month, if anything. And so not a big pressure if it's just once a month, but because progress is progress. Yeah, really pretty. I love Praiseworthy. I have so much projects from them. Okay, what else have I worked on? Okay, so I also then pulled this out because I started to just get a hankering for it. It's February, it's very pink and like dainty and romantic. So I ended up picking up this project again. This is Hannah Dawson 1831 by Fox and Rabbit. And gosh, so many pieces of hair floating around. This is on 40 count from Beez Stitch Me, called Lightly Roasted but Not Salted. Even Weave is one of those names. It has like a funny name, but I love that name. It's so cool. But yeah, so I love this one. These are stitched with Belsois silks. It's really fancy. It also has Gloriana. So this project was not cheap to kit up, and I didn't think that Belsois silks cost a lot of money. I don't know. I thought about Classic Colorworks. I kitted this up on my LNS, and I literally picked them up. Didn't think that it would cost a lot more than a regular Classic Colorworks because they were silks. I just picked them up, and then I got some sticker shock when she rang me up, but I was really happy with it, so I just bought it anyway. But it also means I need to really work on this because it's such a waste if I just like let it sit. So I'm trying to work on it some more. That's why there's like some hanging threads, because I did just work on it. I do have to say, okay, you see this bird right here? This was on 1/1. 1/1 on 40. Holy crap. This is basically 80 count. But wow. Wow. It was a lot. I felt like I was going to go blind. Thankfully, I have really good light, but it is pretty. I can't wait. I'm going to continue stitching on this just because, like, it's just so fun. I was also watching a lot of true crime lately, and so I have just been binge watching and stitching all at the same time. So it's in this beautiful animal critter bag from Shiba, but this is what the pattern looks like. I have a long way to go. I also did not realize that how big this project is. Like, I knew it was big, but I like didn't realize how big it is. So like there's 9 pages of pattern, and this progress is 1.5. Like, holy moly, 1.5 project. So I'm gonna be here a while, but I'm very excited to, you know, eventually finish this. It's gonna look beautiful. So And there's a lot of like there's a bunch of motifs in here that's 1/1, so that's gonna be so fun. I'm about to get into that gigantic house, so I think maybe if I power through it won't be so bad, so we shall see. So that's Hannah Dawson. I want to finish this because I want to start on the Botany Bay sampler later, but I don't want to start it until I'm done with this. Okay, and then finally, my last piece that I worked on in the last 3 weeks is my village at Hawthorn Hollow. So I finished the block 1, I believe in January, and so I went ahead and started on block 2. This is 2 stitching days so far for this whole block. It's not crazy. It is quite a lot, so I'm counting each block as like a mini finish as I go because it's quite a lot. It's very dense. So yeah, so far so good though. This is on 36 count parchment by Swigart. I got this off a D-stash, so I'm not 100% sure that's correct information, but it was called parchment and it says it's Swigart. Yeah, this is block 2. Let me show you what the blocks look like. They are beautiful. I love Hawthorn Hollows. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the second one that I'm working on. So I have to like fill in those blanks as white, and then there's like this gigantic church right here. Then there's like these 2 willow trees. Yeah, that's super fun. And then the third one is this beautiful one that's like apparently it's a city hall, so really excited. So for Village of Hawthorn Hollow, I'm doing a mix of I'm doing the DMC conversion, and then on top of that I converted it to Victoria Motto flosses, and so I'm doing a mix because I wasn't able to convert everything into Victoria Motto, so some of them I left as DMC. So yeah, that was all the whips that I did the last 3 weeks. It might not seem like too much, but that's a lot for 3 weeks. I'm trying to just make sure I didn't miss anything else before I move on. So I think I captured everything. I used my planner to like write down everything because sometimes I do work on a lot of projects and it's just nice to keep track. So those are all my whips. Now let me show you a little bit of haul. So I mentioned I have some very fun floss hauls. So this is the haul for that. These are the flosses. This is these are flosses from Norgrove Enterprises. I bought a few. I bought them because I have some fun plans in the future. So let me just show you. I bought 2 each for some of them. So this is called Donkey's Advice. This is such a funny name. Thistle Tomaturgy. I don't know. Here's what it looks like. These have fun names. Smoky Lavender. Oh, thank God I can pronounce that. Trying to see. Angels of Neptune. Peach Gold. Creamy Pesto. Smoky Rose Quartz. Glimmer. I think I've shown you everything. House. Yeah. So those are my Norgrove flosses. I bought them from Etsy. So the reason why I bought them is because I am starting to plan my birthday start in April. And so what I was planning on doing for my birthday start is I wanted to start Quaker, Spring Quaker by Leela Studio, and I'm trying to find it. Let me just, like I said, what happens when you have a lot. Okay, I'm trying to show just a cover page. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Google Drive. I'm sure I'm just gonna Google it so you can see. Spring Quaker. It is beautiful. Spring Quaker. But the thing with the pattern, so this is what Spring Quaker looks like. The thing is, I want it to be more spring, and it's very brown. So I bought a bunch of the Norgrove variegated flosses because I thought it would be fun to change some of these colors into more like spring. So I'm thinking like, you know, like the alphabets or like even these kinds of motifs, like maybe if I just like change it to a different color, that would be great. So I bought a bunch from Norgrove Enterprises, and when it's time for me to start pulling my flosses, then I'll be able to see which ones I'd like to change. So that's why I bought that. And then last video I showed you my haul from string theory needle art, but I was missing some of the patterns that I bought because it was on the other side of my room, and so I wanted to just show you what they were. So this is Live on a Little by Plum Street Samplers. So I really liked it because of like the sea over here. It's so pretty in the house. So this is Live on a Little. This is Shepherd Song. I bought Shepherd Song for these cows. Like seriously, that's the reason why I bought that. And then last one is called In Friendship. And this is what that looks like. So a Shepherd Song might also be a birthday start. I'm planning on a bunch, so that would be really fun. April is gonna be a very fun month, so, and it's coming up. So yeah, that is my haul. And then oh, I did purchase some market releases. I purchased 3 items from Abby, the Top Knot Stitcher. I was very proud of myself because I only purchased 3 items. And if you know me, that is like crazy because I never just picked 3. I would have picked the whole thing. Don't get me wrong though. If you look on my wish list from Abby for market releases, I have about like 20 things left in there. These are just the things that I wanted to purchase now, just so that it's, you know, I can get it ahead of time. So let me show you which ones I bought. Is this clickable? No. Okay. We're gonna see. So I bought, Jesus, I'm just gonna, I'm having the hardest time with technology today. What is going on? Okay, so I bought, first of all, I bought this one from Plum Street Samplers called The Stars. I love that red house. So pretty. So that's my first one. And then I bought, come on, load. I then bought the Scenic Sampler from Heartstrings. And lastly, I bought, let me see if I can just type it in so it's faster, but nope, wrong one. I bought the Hello Spring book from Teresa Kogut. So really excited because I have the Hello Halloween and Hello Autumn, and I really wanted the Hello Spring because there's a bunch of patterns here that I really love. Like, they're just so cute. Let me show you. Look at this. Can I enlarge it? Yeah. There is this bird. My iPad is not cooperating. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, but there's that bird. Look at it. It has a hat. Sweet wren. It's so cute. Yeah, and there's like a bunch of other patterns here that I wanted to stitch, so I went ahead and bought it. I do have a very long market wish list, and so I'm just gonna pick those up throughout the year. So some of the things that are on my list, of course, the Frosty Town by by Heart and Hand from the Tiny Town collection. I'm gonna be picking those up. There is another one called Serenity by Teresa Kogut. There is I really like this one, Thy Love More Strong by Blackbird Designs. The Spring House by Liz Matthews. It's so pretty. I have the Pumpkin House, and so I'm eventually gonna get this. That would be so cute. Tiny Town also released like 2 of these called Anytown, and so I'm also gonna be picking up both of those. There were a lot of things that I really liked for the market releases, but I am trying to be good and not get everything all at once just because I have so many patterns. So another thing that I want to pick up later this year is this one from Blueberry Ridge Designs called All Hallows Eve. This is beautiful, so I'm gonna picking this up later. So yeah, that is my market haul, or like, you know, order, and like my wish list. And then lastly, for plans, first of all, I wanted to say I made my very first project bag. I was so excited. I'm not gonna lie, this took a lot longer than I wanted it to be because as you know, like I'm just starting to get to know how to sew. And so it took a lot of trial and error. I basically watched a bunch of YouTube videos. So I religiously kept repeating Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch and Helen D, both of their projects, so that I can finally finish it. But the top fabric is from Joann's, and then this bottom one is from Riley Blake fabrics that I picked up on Etsy. I just basically, it took so long to finish it, but I finally finished it over the weekend. And yeah, this is what the lining looks like inside. I'm very excited. Took so long, but I'm using this project bag for one of my new starts that I will be doing probably in the next few days, and that is Hometown Style by Teresa Kogut. So I actually went ahead and joined Teresa's Patreon, and so I am now a Whimsy. I am on the highest tier that has the mystery styles, and so let me show you what it looks like. So it's a mystery style. It's going to take 2 years, so that's a very long time, but I think that I can do it. But actually, let me show what the second one looks like. So the first two parts are already out, and part 3 comes out middle of March. So let me just pick it up. Yep, so you can see it. But so far, this is what the sal looks like. Hometown sal. Yes, it's for 2 years, so it looks really pretty. I'm gonna catch up. Hopefully it's not crazy long. So I am gonna be using the called for. So these are all the called for. The called for are all in DMC. I'm using just AMO, which is basically DMC, but cheaper. And I'm gonna use my floss drops. This is from the Mary Crow. She will be at Stitch West in April. And she also has an Etsy shop, so yeah. Ow. And then the fabric that I'm thinking of using is this one from Extrude Designs called Milk Chocolate from 36 count. So the called for fabric on the Hometown Sal is Up in the Attic, but I don't want to use my Up in the Attic. I want to use it for something else. And it's also really brown, and a lot of these are like super brown, and so I wanted something a bit lighter, but I think like it can still work out. Like I think these colors would look really good. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna start that in the next few days. So I don't know when, but it will be sometime in the either in the next few days or like in March. I'm gonna basically be starting that. And then for the rest of the following like few weeks, I think so for Mira Monday, I'm probably gonna switch out Garden Party, and I'm gonna work on Thanksgiving Elf Fairy. I know it's like March, why am I working on Thanksgiving? I just want to get some finishes done. So the Thanksgiving Fairy is very small, and so I think I can knock that out this month if I really want to. So I might just do that for Mira Monday until it's done. And then so that will be my Monday. My Soda Stitch Saturday project for the next few weeks will be Boutique from the shop collection. I'm halfway done with that project. It's very small, so I want to just finish it so I can have another finish. So I'll do that for Soda Stitch Saturday. I have a Sunday piece that I've been working on the last few Sundays. I'm not going to be able to show it to you until after Stitch West because it's a secret stitch. I'm going to be exchanging this piece with my friend, and so I'll show it to you when we're done. So yeah, that's a secret, but I'll be working on that on Sundays. Trying to think what else. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll put Poison Apple as a focus in March so I can try to see how much I can get done, if I can get that done by April. I'm pretty sure it's doable, but yeah, we'll see. And then my next video, which hopefully will be in 2 weeks, I will go over my plans for Stitch West, which will be in the sometime in April. So that will be fun. I'll show you all of the accessories that I'll be bringing. This purple jewelry box that I bought last October. Since I finally had my glue gun and everything, I'm actually gonna finally decorate that with fabric because I have a lot. So yeah, that's really exciting. So I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's great to see all of you. Thank you all so much for all of the comments. I am trying my best to respond to all. If anything, I at least gave you a heart, meaning I read your comment. Really appreciate everything. Yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your week and see you all soon. Bye.